You guys ready for the craziest bull runs of your entire lives? Even crazier than 2017 because it's all happening right now. Everything's just moving higher, guys. But look at Ethereum. Wow, 4.2K. What is that? Right? So, at this point, well, the market job for the last 4 years has been to make most forget that what's about to happen can happen. And basically, that's how the markets usually are. This is why consolidation phases occur, so you forget about the true potential of cryptos, guys, right? Because the moves happen fairly quickly, doesn't it? With Ethereum, Bitcoin, and XRP, it all happens fairly quickly. But look at the consolidation phases. Look how fast it moves. Exactly, right? This is what you call pure manipulation. So people just forget, guys, and look what it does right after the fact. Exactly. So let's talk about what's really happening here, because this is major. I repeat. So let's first talk about the USDT dominance chart, guys. And you guys remember this chart, right? Oh my, I can't believe it. Moon is here, guys. That's it. We're actually about to explode. I'm not kidding. Why? Let me explain to you in specific detail why this is very significant on what's happening right now. On the 5-day, which is the bigger the time frame, guys, the more important it is. So when we talk about the daily, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the weekly, these time frames are extremely important. It just holds a major significance. Okay, now, okay, so on the 5-day, this moving average has been holding cryptos down and supporting this chart, which is the stablecoin chart. Okay, which just means when you see this chart rising, people are selling their cryptocurrencies into USDT. When you see it dumping, people are selling their USDT into cryptocurrencies, right? Which means money is flooding into cryptos, which is happening right now, as you guys can see by this red candle. So the previous 3 times it held this line as support. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it bounced up, and guess what's happening right now? It's coming back down. And look where it's at right now. It's below the moving average. It closes in 4 days, I repeat. Now, why is this significant once again? Well, look at Bitcoin. Where did it hold Bitcoin down? Once, twice, and the third time was, I think, right there. Okay? Yep. So this is why this is massively important, guys. If we could close a 5-day candle below this moving average, I believe it's go time. Right, a 5-day candle closed below this moving average. So this candle closes in about 4 days, guys. Guess what's gonna happen? We go to the 6-day chart now. It's gonna hold this as support. Okay, which is how much of a dump is that? That's a 13% dump for Bitcoin, that is. But for altcoins, it's because altcoins are more volatile. Altcoins are gonna explode even crazier. So if a 13% dump or a pump for Bitcoin takes us where? So let me take this. The measure move, 13%, takes us to about 130K. Okay, 130K is the next resistance line for Bitcoin. Let me see if we have any resistance lines over there on this chart as well. 130K. Oh wow, look at that. Guys, that's absolute. This is what you call perfection. This is what you call massively beautiful confluence. The more confluence points you have, that all these paths connect to each other at some point in time, the more stronger that outcome will be. Okay, there's literally double resistance on this chart that has proven to hold its as support when the sky was falling. XRP, by the way, was right here at 270-ish cents, but we said to you that Bitcoin will probably hold this region as support. What did it do? It actually held it as support, guys, like we called before, right? The next resistance will be 119K, but that's probably not even going to be strong resistance, to be honest, because remember, this chart, you guys forgot? Almost said, right? But you guys have to remember, if we close below this, Bitcoin basically has the biggest green light of them all, and it's going to travel to the next resistance points, right? Which is 130K right here, guys. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. I didn't even notice this except right now. We just found about it right now. 130K will be extreme massive resistance. At that point, it's a free short, in my opinion. It's basically a free short around this region. This isn't financial advice either. But okay, so we're gonna fly, let's say 13% for Bitcoin. What is that for XRP? 13 Does it have like a double multiplier or 3 times multiplier, guys? I know XRP loves to. Oh, okay, it's gonna be 45% probably, huh? Yeah, 30% to 45%, I think. 30% takes XRP to $4.30. Interesting. So 430 to 450 is probably extreme resistance for XRP, guys. That's so crazy. And then for Ethereum, it's gonna be let me see here. For ETH, it's gonna be at 30%, right? Because it's double multiple. Okay, about 20%. Let's just say $5,000, which is a psychological level. Interesting. Oh, it's the previous high as well, right? Right here, the liquidity grab. Crazy, huh? Wow, I can't, guys. Literally from one chart, we cracked the code on all three. You guys see that? And this was in real time. I didn't plan this ahead of time. It was us figuring out on the spot. So here's the thing. 5-day, on the 5-day, just close below this. That's it. All I'm asking is close below and hold this line as resistance. If it does, moon has occurred. I repeat, moon has occurred. Guys, this is the easiest thing in my life. Okay. Now let's quickly talk about Bitcoin dominance, because look what's happening. It's all this is the craziest confluence. Like it's all tying in together. How? Because that's how bots. Okay, so the reason why this all matches up together, and I have noticed that you know, certain charts have to match up together, and it does, for it to even work out, right? For example, XRP versus Bitcoin, to Bitcoin's chart, right, and XRP's USD pairing. It all has to like basically match together for the charts to even function correctly. And remember, a human isn't doing this, right? A human it's not possible for a human to do this. It's literally not possible. It has to be a robot, an AI, which is what? BlackRock algorithm, Aladdin, that's making all these charts perfectly match up together. I could guarantee it's Aladdin, guys. Literally guarantee. If it's not Aladdin, it's some other entity or some entity's algorithm that's running these charts to perfectly align together, like the stars are aligning. Okay, because this is basically impossible for a human. Why? Even on this chart, on the weekly of Bitcoin dominance, guys, we're holding this as, let's see on the regular candles, it's literally dying. I repeat, it's literally dying. And it closes in about a day and 7 hours. Look at this. It's just going lower and lower and lower, guys. It just took that low. Though, let's check something interesting. You know what? The RSI. Let me show you guys something. What's fascinating is, I repeat, Bitcoin dominance needs to kill this bullish divergence on the daily. Now on the daily, it's pretty much explosive, guys. Remember what we said, daily to daily plus. On the daily plus time frames, it's pretty much explosive, right? And the higher the time frames you go, it gets even crazier. So on the daily, as we see right here, what is this? Bitcoin dominance is trying to form a bullish divergence. Okay, now we have seen bullish divergences before, or hidden ones, at least, from here to here, right? From here to here. What happened to this? It did this, right? That was a hidden bullish divergence, if I'm not mistaken. Now from here to here, right? Maybe from here to here, what is that? Another bullish divergence, right? Like this, like that. Indicator isn't going as low as the previous pivot, right? But the price is, okay, or the candles are, because this is Bitcoin dominance, guys, and it prices it with percentages, right? So if this were the case, and it does this, guys, right, and it does this, don't fret. But that's what I'm saying. This indicator right here needs to go below 10. It needs to go below 10, guys, right? Which will be extremely oversold, but at least it will kill the bullish divergence, which will be even more crazier. So if, let's say it does something like this, right? It goes something like this, and then it pops back up. It goes something like this, it pops back up. That's going to be so bullish, right? Because there are no bullish divergences, right? And it's going to keep going lower. It's going to keep going lower, guys. So that's how alt season basically starts, right? Ethereum is essentially flying right now, which is what you want to see right here. So in conclusion, what do we want to see right now? Okay, what we want to see right here is just close below. You guys should just remember this: close below. Let me see what this moving average is on right here. It's at 4.28%, close below in the next 4 days and 7 hours. So in 4 days, a lot can happen. Okay, in 4 days, a lot can happen. If it closes below this moving average, moon has occurred. Bitcoin is going to 130K, Ethereum to 5K, XRP to $4 plus. Okay, then we'll recalculate at that point. But how many times did it hold this line as support? Let's see. Okay, that was for 15 days. This one was for 25 days. Where are we at now? 25, 30 days. So 15, 25, 30. It's lengthening. Interesting, right? Because it wants to kill. It just means that Bitcoin cryptos, right, wants to fly, but this one moving average is holding it down. It's literally trying its soul out. It's literally trying its hardest. Can it or can it not? We'll see. This is basically the biggest boss battle known to mankind. Now, if it can, greenlit. If it can't, then what's gonna happen? Another pump up, right? As you guys can see, it is right now, but on the hike and Ishis in 5 days, as you guys can see, it must close below. Right, it did it previously. It closed on the moving average with the candle body closes, but it must just close below. Is all I'm saying, guys. This is some financial advice. Let's get prepared. Let's see what happens next. Is the AI going to beat the boss or not? It's a fight right now. Armageddon. No, financial advice. But it was Sophie's. See ya.